What's up, horror community? I'm Stock, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Scream 7. And I want to talk about this one because I am freshly off rewatching Scream 6. I actually just rewatched it 2 nights ago. Absolutely loved it once again. But now, rewatching that kind of got my head spinning. It kind of got my brain going crazy because I'm thinking about like what I want to see be like the ending of the whole Scream saga, because in my opinion I feel like 7 should be the final movie. I don't think it's officially confirmed yet, but it looks like it's gonna be from all the reports and just everything that we've seen. So if it is the last one like I want it to be, in this video I want to talk about who I think should be the final Ghostface killers / reveal. So first things first, of who I think should be the final killer in the Scream franchise for Scream 7. I don't care if some people get mad at this. I don't care if some people think it's stupid. But I think that Stu Macher, the GOAT, should return for this final movie. And I think there is a few options with him to be the final killer of this saga, but I think he should return. Like, he is my personal favorite Ghostface of all time, and I do feel like he could have lived. And I know a lot of people think that's stupid, but with a horror franchise and what you could do to bend the rules and whatnot, I feel like his death compared to a lot of others is the one that you can kind of make work for him to live through and come back all these years later. First of all, I think his appearance would be awesome all these years later. It would be surreal too, because out of all 6 of the movies, we've never seen a reoccurring character killer come back. So that would be a first ever. And then of course you could have such a cool look to him. You could obviously have him as a much older person, so he's a much more veteran, been through this, kind of like a badass type look to him. And then you, of course, you could also have like his face like all scarred up from the TV all the years ago. You could have scars on him wherever from all the stabs he took. And in this version of Stu, if they brought him back, I think yes, he should still have his goofy kind of dumb charm that we love Stu for, but I think you have that, but he'll also be like a leader. He'll also be very smart. He should be a much smarter version of him from the first Scream. And in this one, I would love to see him be the leader. So instead of the sidekick, because he was the sidekick to Billy in the first Scream. So I would love to see him as a leader. So you can have him by himself be the single killer, Stu's return. But I feel like the other options I'm about to name are a little greater than that. So my first other thing is actually something that kind of just hit me the other day when I rewatched Scream 6, and that is the killer Ethan from Scream 6, who I'm not like crazy about. On the rewatch, maybe I liked him a little bit more, but I think it would be cool for him to reveal himself as the killer alongside his master of Stu, because in Scream 6 it ends with like Ethan popping up doing the classic and they kill him with the TV. So it would be cool to see if he lived from the TV and then he goes to his master that was the original guy that ever lived from the TV falling on him. And you have these two guys who have both survived the same thing against all the heroes. So I think that would be really cool, and also be really cool because it'd be 2 reoccurring killers, and that would set up that throughout Scream 7's movie, after all the heroes are looking at, oh, who could be the killer? Who could be the killer? Is it this friend? Is it this boyfriend? Is it this girlfriend? Who's it gonna be? And it's none of those people. All those people in the hero group would be innocent. And then it would be these 2 past killers as the people that you don't even see throughout the movie. Like, that would be so different than what we've gotten with all the other Scream movies, and I would love it. And just because of that trope, for me, what made that one happen was the fact that he got the TV on him, and he was the one who kind of sprung up at the end and was still alive until the TV fell on him. So it would be really cool. I know he got absolutely mauled, and he got like stabbed through like his mouth in the ending scene, but he lived from that. He popped back up, and then the TV fell on him. So if Stu could be alive, I guess you can kind of have him alive too. I mean, if people like Chad survive Scream 6, there's a little bit of leeway with who could survive, because he got stabbed like 7 million times. Love him, great character, barn burner in a lot of ways, but like damn, like what he survived was crazy. So there's leeway, and I think that would be a really cool, unique pairing, you know, modern Ghostface killer that survived and the OG classic working together. I think it'd be fantastic. Now for my other one that I think would be an absolute barn burner for a fact, and that is Sam being the other killer alongside Stu. So in any of my things here, I think Stu should be the killer in Scream 7, whether he's alone, whether he's with someone like Ethan, whether he's with a brand new character introduced in Scream 7, or if he's with Sam, which I'm talking about right now. I think the common factor is that Stu Macher should return as Ghostface in 7, which should be the final installment. But anyways, so I do think Sam should be, I think she would be an awesome killer. Yes, it's a little bit obvious because you've been building it up since she debuted in Scream 5. But it's such an awesome story that it wouldn't even bother me. And then, of course, if she worked alongside Stu, you have your crazy shock, excitement value with him as the killer. So Sam would be the other character that would make perfect sense, would be really cool, would be the first hero turned villain from the trauma. She would be the first ever Ghostface killer that was a hero that was so affected by the crazy Ghostface trauma that she lost her mind and turned into Ghostface that we've never seen either. So that would also be really cool. And what I put on this one that really sells it for me is you start the Scream, just imagine this, you started the Scream saga with Stu and Billy Loomis as the killers, and then you end the saga 7 movies in with Stu with the daughter of Billy Loomis as the 2 killers. It's hard to top that. Like, that scenario right there, you know what that would be? That would be a barn burner of an ending, because that series ending would be a barn burner. So yeah, I think there'd be a lot of possibilities with that one. That one's personally my favorites, but like I said earlier, I like so many things involving Stu. If it is just 2 new characters again, I probably would like it, but to me, there's just so much more potential with the 7th movie and such a chance to spice it up and change it up in terms of killers. And I think, I don't care, I know a lot of people are like, enough with the Stu stuff and the conspiracies and the theories revolving this guy, but guess what? I love this guy. He's my favorite Ghostface killer of all time. And if I want to get excited and hope that he returns, that's on me. If my excitement levels get let down, that's also on me. But I also know there's a lot of people that are just like me that want to see this guy return and be so excited to see it happen. So those are a couple of my theories. If you guys have a couple of guesses of what you think Scream 7 will be, how it will end, if it should be the final movie, the final chapter, all that kind of stuff, let me know down below. Let me know what you guys think of my stuff. But guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Horror 31st.